Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying 9 different chocolates from Hughes homemade chocolates. And you have to look at the spelling of that because it's a little bit different. It's not homemade as in one word, but it's home, M-A-I-D, made. These were sent to us from Austin and Amanda. Thank you very, very much. They actually came wrapped. And they were wrapped in this pretty paper. It wasn't even taped. They had folded it so that when they put the ribbon around it, it held it all together. But the paper, it's beautiful paper.
And you can reuse it.
And I can reuse it, yeah. And Austin and Amanda were nice enough to print me out a key because when you open this up, there's no key included. And
there's actually no dividers in here. It's just kind of
there's a divider between the top and the bottom.
I'm saying though, it's a layer. They just laid the chocolate in there, put a divider in there, and then laid another layer of chocolate. So that's how it comes.
Yeah. So it's not in individual cups.
Which is fine.
Papers. Yeah. Oh, that's completely fine. But let me tell you, I'm so thankful for the cheat sheet because if they hadn't given this to me, I mean, we wouldn't have had a clue. And this is marked, labeled milk chocolate. So these are all going to be in milk chocolates. This is, if you've never heard of Hughes homemade chocolates, this is a family-owned business. They've been in business since 1942. They are now on their 3rd generation of candy makers. Everything is made and sold out of the basement of their original Hughes home in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Only the best ingredients are used to make the centers of the candy, and the recipes have all remained the same since the business began. So it's really, really cool. If you Google them and look at pictures, there's all kinds of pictures on Google of the house. It's actually a white house. And some people have taken pictures of people standing in line in the basement to get this. Yes. Huh. So it's really, it's cool that they've been doing this since 1942 in the basement of this house.
It gives their address. Dottie Street?
Yeah, they're on 1823 Dottie Street, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. This is a 1-pound box. So we're going to be trying 9 different ones, but I mean, there's a ton left in here.
I think there was like 3 or 4 of each one.
Of each one, yeah. So even though Austin and Amanda gave us a key, we're still not...
We're not 100% sure on some of them.
Yeah, we'll have to let you know. We might be right, we might not be right.
Just know if we cut into one and it's not right,
we'll have to find another one or something. This one, we hope, is a Meltaway. A Meltaway is a solid milk chocolate center that melts in your mouth. Is it a solid?
It felt pretty solid. If you took the time to not chew it and just let it melt, it would be wonderful too.
That's terrific.
That's some good chocolate. That's right up there with C's chocolate.
That is absolutely delicious. That, you know...
That's a big hunk of chocolate too. Only got half of it.
That's like classic chocolate from like some chocolates throughout the years have changed their recipe a little bit to try to save money here and there.
Or be healthier.
This reminds you of classic chocolate from a chocolate box. That's really nice. Really nice. I'd get that anytime. The second one is pudding. Pudding is a softer double chocolate center similar to a truffle.
It does look softer.
Yes, it does.
That was a little smaller than that.
So far, so good.
It's very similar, but it is just a little bit softer in the middle.
But the flavor does taste similar. But I like the Meltaway better.
Yeah, it's a little chunkier.
Well, I don't know. I think if we weren't doing the video, it would be one that you could lay on your tongue and just leave it in your mouth and just enjoy it. But we have others we can enjoy later. I do like the pudding one. It is slightly softer.
Flavors are very similar though.
Flavors are very similar.
Still really good though.
Number 3 is a vanilla cream.
That's what we think it is.
It's a creamy vanilla center covered in milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're like, yay!
You should have seen us when we opened this box, trying to figure out which one was which.
Well, some of them are more obvious than others. Like, one of them has like a little 3 or like an M shape on it. Mm-hmm. That one's pretty obvious because it's there. Mm-hmm. But that one wasn't, we weren't real sure about.
Mm.
That's a nice vanilla cream.
And these are, that one is different from the, those vanilla creams that they sell in the store. Is that what they're called? Vanilla creams? Those seem to have a firmer center, and you get them in a bag at the store. This is actually 10 times better.
Oh, it's very soft.
It's very soft, very creamy. The milk chocolate is absolutely
good,
creamy, delicious. And what is impressive too is the sweetness level. So the sweetness level of all 3 of these has been through the roof. Yeah. But that one has come across as the sweetest so far.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So the 4th one we're going to try is the coconut cream. Creamy coconut center with tiny flakes of real coconut.
Ooh, this one's very mushy.
Ooh.
Did you get? Oh yeah. No, maybe a little bit. I don't know if it's coconut or not. There is some coconut there. It's just not a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. Because I have it now.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't taste it.
Well, there's not a lot of it. It's like a little bit of flakes, but it's...
Yeah, it's not a lot of flakes.
It's super sweet, but I really don't get a lot of coconut flavor.
No. You do get the flakes. I got the flakes at the end. I love the outer milk chocolate because it's a little thick. Mm-hmm. And I love being able to bite through that.
I like the texture of the middle. It's very soft.
It's very soft, but I tell you what, unless I had gotten the shredded coconut, I wouldn't have tasted it at all.
No, I think if you were to ask me what flavor is that, I would have said some kind of cream.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, because you just don't taste coconut.
Yeah, it's not strong.
It's still a good piece of chocolate, but you just don't get the coconut.
I would not turn it down.
No. The next one's maple cream. Yeah. Creamy maple center with finely ground pecans.
Yep, I see pecans. So I'm still going good with the identification. I get maple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
It's good maple though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not one that's like, it's not even as strong as like a maple nut goodie. It's a lighter maple than that. It's nice.
It is. It's lighter than maple nut goodie, but it's strong enough for you to know that it's maple. It doesn't taste. It doesn't taste over the top artificial, trying to convince you that it's a maple. It's just there, mm-hmm. and it's really nice. That would be one. It's so rich and so sweet. I wouldn't be able to eat a ton of those at one time.
All these are rich and sweet.
All these are, yes, they're incredibly sweet. Yeah, like to the hilt sweet.
This is one of those boxes that if you weren't like me and as a glutton, you could really make it last a long time.
Yes.
Because really a piece or two
mm-hmm.
is probably more than enough sweet wise.
Yes, we just are fanatics.
I like to sit here. Me and her would sit there and eat half the box together.
We would.
In one setting.
Yeah. Okay, number 6 is a caramel. This has a chewy caramel center. Okay,
yeah,
so this
feels like caramel.
You take the bigger side because this is going to take a minute to eat.
Definitely caramel.
Mm-hmm. I'm impressed.
That we identified them?
Mm-hmm. Mainly you.
The cheat sheet was really good. We only had a couple we were iffy on. I love the texture of that caramel.
Does that remind you of, the texture reminds me of like a raisin because it's thick.
Not quite as hard though. Raisins are hard.
Right. but it's really, really, really thick.
Mm-hmm.
This actually has I like this more than a reason.
Oh yeah.
Because you really taste the caramel, but you taste the milk chocolate too.
That's very, very good.
And both of them together, that is excellent.
Yeah, and I love a good caramel chocolate anyway. That's one of my favorite. Out of the chocolate box, that's the one I go for most of the time.
It's the caramel.
And that's really, really good. It's even thicker and firmer than like the Brock's caramel square.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's much thicker and it's not as sticky.
I'm trying to think of something to compare it to, and it's hard to compare it to anything because anything like that you would find at the store isn't as good as that one.
No, that's
it's
excellent.
really not.
I could get a whole box of those.
The next one is a pecan cluster. Pecan cluster is nuts and chocolate, and this one was really the easiest one to identify.
I got a little touch of salt though. It seems like I got a little touch of salt in that one. Their chocolate's really good.
It is.
They did a good job on their chocolate.
That is, you do get the pecans. You do get the texture of them. The flavor really is just, for me, it was just mainly chocolate.
It's mostly chocolate. You get a little bit of nuttiness there, but not a lot, just a little bit.
No, but the texture, I think, that's what makes it enjoyable, is the texture of it. But really, you're just tasting that milk chocolate.
That would be neat if they took a little, well, with the caramel too, if when they made them, they sprinkled just a little bit of sea salt on the top.
Oh,
I know they're using the same recipes from 100 years ago where they didn't do that. But but to modernize that, all they would have to do is sprinkle some salt on it. Would be awesome.
Yeah, they could have some without and some with.
Yeah. Well, like one of the caramel and one's a salted caramel or something like that.
Right. The next one is Nougat. It's a white chewy center with pecans, marshmallow, and honey. It's interesting, you know, Kevin brought that up. They're using old recipes back in those old candy boxes, and still when you buy a box of candy, you don't get sea salt on top usually. That's a newer thing. That's a modern thing that people want to put salt on their
Which
chocolate.
is good.
Back in the day, you didn't do that.
They just mix it in. This is slightly bigger, but it's alright.
Oh, wow.
Chewy. Almost taffy-like.
That is not a traditional marshmallow. I think it would be
Well,
like
it's
a taffy.
Oh, marshmallow guy. It's more like a nougat, like a German, not like a German nougat, like a
Like a Milky Way.
yeah, thicker.
It would remind you of a Milky Way center, but it's tougher. It's a tougher marshmallow.
What's neat?
I love the flavor.
After I've eaten it, I was mostly chocolate and a kind of marshmallow flavor. After I ate it, the honey, I get a little bit of the honey coming through at the end. That's really nice.
And incredibly, incredibly sweet.
I was going to say, would that be kind of like a Charleston chew?
Yeah,
That's more the texture of like a Charleston chew. They're kind of a tougher chew.
That is what it's like.
Except this is like 100 times better.
But it did not get like stuck, like it didn't stick your teeth together. It wasn't hard to eat. It was just a chewier experience.
Yeah, no, this one's hard.
This one is the one that I'm probably the most excited about in this whole box. It is the toffee.
Oh, that's good.
Toffee, or some call it English toffee. It has a brittle crunch when you bite it. And I love toffee.
Yeah, that's like the best one in the box. That's the good toffee. That is you bite into it and it kind of crumbles a little bit. It breaks through really nice. It's not hard, glassy shards. That's good. Does get stuck in your teeth though.
Makes me think of Christmas.
Well, we buy one from C's that's similar to that. This is as good, if not better, than what C's has. It's very good.
This, it's excellent. It is excellent. It is the best one in the box.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them
are really good.
All of them are good,
There's not
but that's the best one in the box. I could buy a whole box of just that toffee. It would be very dangerous, though.
Yeah, you want to sit and eat half of it.
I'm really surprised that this company is not
bigger.
It's
well,
not.
It's like C's is not. Well, they do stores and stuff everywhere, though.
C's has stores everywhere.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this place. C's has pop-up shops in the mall at Christmas.
That's true.
If they wanted to. Now, they might. In Oshkosh, I don't know if there's a mall in Oshkosh. I have no idea anything about Oshkosh. But if this were my company, I would put some money into a pop-up shop in that mall. I would find out how much would it cost for me to open a kiosk in that mall, or whatever the next town is that has a mall. And because that's where a lot of shopping's done at Christmas, at least around here. And I would start there, and then the next year I would try to even get bigger. And now maybe they don't want to do that because they're still working out of the basement and they only make a limited amount, and maybe they're just very limited on the amount they can sell and everything. But that's what I would do, because this is good enough.
It's really good.
They're definitely good enough to be as big as C's. And it surprises me that they're not. It's like a secret.
They're actually, we have a candy store, a chocolate store in Lexington.
Gosh, this is heads and tails about that.
The one on Southland Drive.
Oh yeah.
This is like so much better.
I wouldn't go there and buy chocolate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we have a local one.
There's two on Southland Drive. This is better neither one of those. Which one are you talking about? I was talking about Old Kentucky chocolate.
No, I was talking about the decorated
The other one. Oh, okay. Well, we've reviewed two from the same area. This is better than any of those that we have. Trust me. So yeah, we're just showing you, we're telling you the truth, because most people in their area, they're like, oh, this is the best thing ever. I'm not going to steer you wrong. Kevin's not going to steer you wrong. We're going to be completely 100% honest with you. This is awesome. And truly, they need to be better known. They really do. If you can get on their website and order, I'm going to find a link for them. I'll find their website and I'll link it below. If you can get on there and order from them, you should absolutely order from them.
And we won't know anything about it.
No.
We won't get anything for it. We're just telling you the honest to goodness truth. It's really good.
I've never gotten anything from C's either, but I always tell you how wonderful they are. We want to pass along the word that when we found something good. Well, Austin and Amanda, we greatly appreciate you sending this to us, because we wouldn't have known about this company if it weren't for them. So thank you very, very much. But like I said, I'll have pictures for you at the end. I'll have a link for you at the under in the description below. And thanks for watching.